swaggy with it. Time to okay apple up. Anyway, I'm a little late this evening. I apologize. That's just what tends to happen when you're goated with the swag with about 97% extra sauce. I got a haircut. It's still wet right now, so we don't know the full outcome of that. We don't know the ramifications of those actions yet. And we're playing some Minecraft today, like every other day. But I also, because I just got back from haircut and cutting and taking a shower, I've got my goy slop. That is ground beef, rice, scrambled eggs, and some spinach with some hoisin sauce and taco seasoning. That's what I'm eating for. I've eaten for now 2 dinners. This is leftovers. And that's just where we're at right now, I guess. It was a pretty boring day, honestly. Like I had work in the morning. I woke up. You guys ever wake up way before your alarm starts? Like way before your actual alarm? I woke up about 30 minutes before I actually usually get up, or maybe 20 minutes. I looked at the clock. I have alarms going from like 5 a.m. until 6 a.m. when I actually have to go to work. And I was sitting there. I was sleeping. And I usually roll out of bed about 5:50. I check, my alarm goes off this morning. I look at the clock. I see 5:29 and I go, uh-oh, I overslept. In my delirious mind, 5:29 was 5:59, and I had overslept and needed to go get ready for work right away. So I got up and I was to work about 30 minutes early. So that's about what we're running off of today. To go along with my exquisite goy slop here, I also have 1 Ghost Warhead's green apple. Something to put some hair on my chest. Because I got about 3 of them. Let me do a quick chest hair update. Never mind. They all fell out. Every last one of my chest hairs has fallen out. Let's get a quick bite on this goy slop. Ooh. Got some hanging spinach. Cheers. I wish I still I'm nearly depleted on my MSG. Usually I've got a baggie, like a Coke bag of MSG that I'll sprinkle onto stuff. My stores have nearly been depleted. And it's pretty bleak. I'm not very happy with it. I put MSG on just about everything I eat. Because it's delicious. And, you know, it just hurts to be limited in such a way. It's not very nice to feel as if you have no choice, no control in your life anymore. Without the ability to douse everything I eat in MSG, I truly do feel naked. And somewhat afraid. I feel like things aren't the same. I feel like I can't calm down or relax. I'm just scared. I'm scared of food. I'm scared to eat good, you know? It's a scary time, man. No MSG in the house? I do, however, still have my sriracha and hoisin. Now that will get me through. That will get me through these hard times, my brethren. You may not believe me, but it's true. When a goy's gotta slop some sriracha and hoisin sauce, makes do. That's for damn sure. I'm sorry if anyone despises watching people eat food, but I'm gonna eat like a fucking slob here on stream today. Probably for this, just this beginning little bit. I'll just be grubbing like a little silly little goyim. You know me. Sign in. You silly little sick fuck. Wrong one. What the hell? Sign me into my main account. What's going on here? They're fucking with me. I don't want to actually switch account. I want to go to my channel. Sorry about this, boys. Real quick, I'm going to add some hashtags to the stream. So, hypothetically, 2 more people may possibly be inclined to show up and watch. We go from 0 to 2. Oops, caps. Okay. I wonder, do capitals like matter in when it comes to YouTube tags? We shall see. Damn. Okay. Let's see if those hashtags do something for me. Let's see. That would be pretty epic. We are at 93 current subscribers right now. Now that is something I like to see. That is what we like to see at times like this. I used to pray for times like this. I got a new subscriber. 1 hour ago I was notified that I got a new subscriber. Now that is what we love to see. Someday I hope to get a 2nd subscriber. Now that would be nice. Getting 2 subscribers? I don't even understand what that would feel like. Alrighty, so what's the plan for today? I think I'm gonna go until like 11. Just get a quick 2 hours in, you know, get my reps in, get my swag on a little bit. It's a Friday night. I've been was a little busy in the early evening, and I mean, if we start to pop off, if we get some people hanging out in chat, I suppose I could go a little longer, but you know how that is. You know the likelihood of those statistics, those odds. So we'll see. I might be solo tonight. I don't think anyone's gonna be in Discord. I think I'm just gonna be sitting here alone, chitting and chatting. You know what I mean? So hopefully you guys are able to make do with my jibber jabber, my yammering along. This feels like when I was making like vlog style YouTube videos. When I first started last year, my first like 10 videos were just me opening OBS and screaming into the void and calling it good. No editing, no nothing. It was basically just like, it was garbage, because I just sat there and I was like, I leaned back, I was like, this shit sucks. I want to be happy. I don't know why I'm not happy. And then I just kind of got flamed for that, because why wouldn't I? It makes sense. That was a pretty stupid thing to be streaming, or like recording and putting out there. Alrighty. I think I'm just gonna get right on into it. I've done enough preamble. What was that? 9 minutes of preamble jibber jabber. I think I'm gonna start trying that out. That's something I saw a long time ago when I was kind of trying to learn what I should be doing for a live stream, and I guess a quick preamble at the beginning, a couple of minutes at the start of just chatting, talking into the void, sort of letting people filter in if there were people that were going to be filtering in. Really helps. I don't know, helps me get better at helps me get better at chatting. Let's get better at just chatting. Am I right, fellas? Water bottle, because I can tell if I'm gonna be yammering for the next couple hours, I'm gonna need some water. sip. Ooh. Alrighty. I'm gonna switch on over to the full stream. Swag. And let's get right on to it. Oh shit. Okay. A little bit of a lag spike. So I was thinking about these silos I started to build yesterday. And I think it really is gonna be a good thing to get built up to start, because one house right here, I don't know if it's identifiable enough as a farm building without a farm accoutrement around it, you know? I also wonder, I think perhaps, nah, I like this build. I like this build as it is. It's a pretty chill time, but I'm gonna turn down music by a little bit because it's looking like it's drowning me out in the cut here. Alrighty. Wow. Sometimes I just sit back and look at what I've built already and go, goddamn, how the fuck did I do that? Goddamn. Okay. But I actually do have I have a pretty decent mental idea of what we're building today, so I don't think that's gonna be too much of a problem. Mostly what I think it's gonna be is a little bit of like half a stack of, actually maybe a full stack of polished tuff here at the bottom, leading into like stone, andesite, and cobblestone. That's what I do believe that's gonna be what I go for here. Sort of just some pillars going into the sky. So, at this point, I think there's really nothing to it but to goddamn do it. So, oops. Oh, I've already fucked it up. I need to cancel everything. I've already ruined everything. I need to stop here. I'm gonna have to turn off the stream, guys. It's, sorry it was such a fast one, but I misplaced a block. So I'm gonna go rope. I'm gonna go tie a rope. They've been, you know, the haters, they've been wanting this. The real OGs, the gangstas, they're gonna be a little sad, but you know, it's just what has to happen. Oops. Another misplaced block. Another knot in the rope. So then like a quick something like that, and maybe a little this, and why not like that. Now this. It's just gonna be a gradual sort of deal. I think it's gonna like get more solid colored as it goes up. Like these first couple blocks are gonna be leading into this tuff, and then we're gonna like transition. What's the darkest thing here? Are we going straight from tuff to going like oops. I could just I'll just dig a door out, man. I'm probably gonna fall in like 1 gazillion times anyway. 1 go-rillion times today. And then, oh, okay. We let the white boy cook a little bit, and he might just add some flavor. Okay. Oh man. Oh, look at that transition. You think I was a transgender with that position? Ooh. So now it's gonna be mostly cobblestone with just a little bit of tuff left. So like 3 tuff all around. Okay, and then just keep it moving like that. Oh, NGL. Yeah. And then the cobblestone's gonna smooth into andesite? Is it? Is it gonna smooth into andesite? How tall am I? I think I'm gonna go just a little bit taller than the main build on this. Actually, maybe I even need to be a little bit taller than that, honestly. Because I want these to be like tall and slender. You know, like an actual silo, but thinking about that, it's a little complicated. But this is a good base. This is a good starting point. I go Z's out because I feel it. I see the nighttime creeping in. I got hella more andesite. A little more, and I think granite and bricks and normal bricks are gonna be my roof here, which actually means I might have to go make some. I think that does mean I'm gonna need to go procure and create some clay. Because if I know anything about anything, it's that there is most likely no goddamn clay in this whole bitch. Oh, I'm just a chud. I'm just a silly little fucking chud. Golly, here I was saying no coal. Lo and behold, it was always coal. Alright, I'll just get that smelting up. This is probably gonna be a while. Oops. Nice, a little bit of copper. Swagalicious. Okay, well, that's gonna be smelting up. That's gonna give me 4 stacks, so that'll give me a good handful of bricks there. Well, that'll put me at one stack of actual brick blocks, but that'll turn into slabs and stairs and stuff. I think it's just gonna be a circular slab roof anyway, so I'm not too worried about that. Oh golly, well would you look at that. I dare say that's pretty damn good. I like that. And then we're gonna have plan is to have like walls, like support walls going up these corners too, to really round it out a little bit more. So I think this is gonna be mighty fine. I might even make those like a solid color to imply some sort of like more structured, less like cobbled together, I guess, part of it. Oh god, oh no. Dude, boys, it's not looking good. I think poop is coming. So I think what we're gonna do is just that and then punch out. 3 little spots here. And sprinkle in some andesite. And then from there, yeah. Oops. Goodbye. No. Swag. Yes. Yes. This is nice. This is quite nice. Aw, I'm such a fat fucking Chad. I'm just a fat fucking Chad. I'm so glad these windows on this house are gonna be just looking out at fucking big tubes, big sky tubes. Wowee, 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 wowee. Alright. Alright. We're gonna just fucking go swag mode. Okay, so let's polished andesite into stone. So I think well, actually at this point we are a primarily andesite rim. which now then we would do a fully andesite rim. And now I don't know if we cycle in. Actually, let's look at this height. Let's check out this height, and also maybe the girth. I might even be inclined to go down to make a slender design that doesn't have to be as tall. Huh. 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 I think that might be NGL. I might have gone a little too far with this one. I think a more simple. I like what I did here, but I just think it can be done better. Which, first off, I think this whole fucking circle, I think this dirt just needs to be brought out to level out with this, because dealing with a height differential right here is just not something that, even if I wanted to, would be necessary. So I'm just not gonna, which is a fantastic option. Oh, I didn't have enough dirt. Shit. I say bad words here on this YouTube channel. And bad words I shall say, because they are funny. And I like them. Mad chicken overrun. This happens every single time, because I can't stop myself from picking up chicken eggs and then throwing them. I just can't help it. The second a chicken egg hits my inventory, I just throw it. And then, you know, when you do that about 100 times at a 16% survival rate, you're gonna end up with a fuck ton of chickens. Yep, that's what we're doing. That's Terraforming 101, baby. Just throw a random looking line down, and it is probably good enough to look like natural terrain. Alrighty. Okay, so I think what we do is, honestly, we just do a secondary tester and see which one we are messing with primarily. It's a pretty easily replicable design, so I'm not too worried about it. Just gonna go, oh yeah, honestly, just the same sort of vibe. Nice. Sick. Why not? Right there. And let's get some scaffolding up in this John, because we are definitely going to be going up and down on this bitch. Alright. Alright. Pause. I said something homosexual. And I just want to apologize. I never wanted you all to see that. I don't know why I said that. It was wrong and idiotic and foolish and short-sighted, truly. I don't want this to be a permanent mark on my career. That's all that needs. Alright, alright, alright. You know what? I honestly thought I was a lot worse at transitions, but this little experiment here has shown me that I have a little bit more of an eye for this than I previously had conceived. Yes. So then, boom shakalaka. Wow, I should really consider buying some rope. That was crazy what I just did there. I wouldn't wish that shit on my worst enemy. Getting caught saying boom shakalaka. IRL live on air. Shit! Damn, close call there. Yeah, I think the more slender design, while more blocky looking, with the planned curvature, I guess, that I'm going to be doing. I honestly think it's going to be a much better, more realistic look overall. And it gives me an opportunity to make the roof circular, like more circular without it overshadowing, I guess, because this thing's roof would be fucking immense. I'm not even gonna cap. This thing's roof would be immense. So I think what we do here, honestly, is we just cap it off. This is the cap. And we tear this whole John down. This whole Jon Snow gotta come down. This John Pork gotta come off its rocker. Ooh, cobblestone. Me when cobblestone has a slightly longer break period. Or it takes slightly longer to break. Ooh, I have not lit up this whole island yet, which I think is a very foolish move on my part. Quite the idiotic play, but I'm a lazy little bastard. And also, I kind of like the atmosphere. I do somewhat appreciate the atmosphere of it being, you know, it's only lit up where people are, you know? People only live in areas where they live. They're not gonna light up everything. Even though, what would they do in a realistic Minecraft, like if Minecraft were IRL, in a Minecraft civilization made up of 1,000 players? What would they do? I think lighting up the whole area would definitely actually be peak, because it's probably hardcore if it's like real lives that are being tested in Minecraft. So I can't lie, probably. Oh shit. I'm such a fat fucking chud. Do I got iron? I got iron. Let's go. Let's motherfucking go. We're back at it, boys. Damn. You know what's fucked up? In my mind, I see fucking like Ludwig go live and I go, damn, there's people really watching Ludwig. And then I go live and expect people to sit there and watch. Ironic, huh? It is a tad ironic. And I ain't gonna lie, such is life. I mean, you're a fat fucking chud until you look smacks all the way to clavicular status, basically. And then you become the ultimate beast. Such as I have and will. Exquisite. Oh, no. No, no, no. We can't have none of that. I fucking love Uncle Ruckus. Uncle Ruckus, my favorite Uncle Tom in media. Wow. It's so cool. I'm gonna lie to you guys. The Goy Slop. My Goy Slop is, I think it's poison. And I'm not sure how I ended up poisoning myself, but I think there is a very high chance I have poisoned myself. And I think I just have to live with the consequences of that. If I'm being for real. It just kind of hurts. Like my belly is aching. I am belly aching. About my belly aching. Ironic. Ooh, I need to watch Star Wars again. My roommate is a massive Star Wars fanatic to the point where he loves the Legos and everything so much that he has dropped like thousands of dollars on them, and like is even actually making some content on them. Check out Bricks and Tricks on TikTok if you're so inclined. But yeah, he loves Star Wars so much, and I honestly, Star Wars is great. I like Star Wars. I don't think I've done a full legitimate watch through in a quite a long time. Which I don't know if that makes me a poser or just like kind of normal. Not quite sure where I stand on that, or where the average Star Wars fanboy would put me in that. Dude, fucking hell yeah, dude. Freak yes, freaking yesing. Dude, those are totally silos. Dude, those are totally two big-ass silos. Wow. Would you look at that? Would you look at what a little chud's mind can do when he puts some brain cells together? Every once in a while. It's like monkeys and typewriters over here. Every once in a while we put something together, man. Astonishing. It's incredible. Fucking man, it's your life. Wow. Holy moly. Would you look at that? I'm starting to think I might be the little chud that could. I don't want to glaze myself too much yet, but I think I might be the little chud who could. I mean, this interior is fucking dog shit, and there's literally nothing in here. And there might not be anything in there for a long time, but a chud's got to do what a chud's got to do. What was I going to use? Granite? Yeah, yes, sir. Ooh. I think that'll do good. Fuck. Yeah, let's go with polish, just because it'll match the brick a little bit better. I do believe. Wow. Let's go. I think I put a button up there, yeah. So unfortunately, I will not be able to go much higher. Can we get much higher? So high. So what we do here is go back. So NGL, I'm just locanually making conular roofs here. So don't think it has to be too complicated. We're just gonna go where the flow is. I don't know what the hell I'm doing, but golly, I'm doing it. I think I'm just gonna. Yep, I did it, guys. Wow. Okay, and then. Yeah, baby. Okay, yeah, we swaggy with it. That's literally it. I don't know why my brain was like Neanderthalic there for a second. This is literally all I had to do. It's free. It's so free. Ah, I might be so free. About to be free from being alive. Release me. My life is yours. Ooh, do we connect the corners up? Because that looks low-key like a mushroom tip. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. Where the wind guides us. Oops. Oops. Yar. Okay. Holy moly. I wouldn't watch this shit. You couldn't pay me to watch this shit. Fuck. I'm just a fat fucking chud, man. Damn. Fuck my piece of shit chud life. Alice. Oh, golly. You know what? It's actually not too bad. It's just a normal little roof. It's just a pretty normal looking roof. I mean, silos don't normally have like big overhanging roofs that are intricate or anything. I think it is just an overthought from my my want to like be crafting major intricate builds or something. Some sort of insecurity or something. I doth not know. I doth not pretend to know. I doth not dare even pretend to know what the fuck is going on in my mind. Yes. The inner workings, the inner machinations of my mind are an enigma. On some SpongeBob and Patrick shit. Wow. Whoa, time to go Mongolian throat singing mode? We're going to Mongolia any day now. Wow. Wow, what a beautiful clutch. I sure did clutch that one up, huh, guys? Man. Calm down. Calm down in there, guys. Calm down. Yeah. Yeah, I've eaten every fruit. I can't believe that's not like regular ball knowledge for people. Yeah, I've had every fruit. Yeah. Yeah, man. Have you had banana? Yeah, man, I've had every fruit. Have I had durian? Yeah, man. I've eaten every fruit. Hey, what's up, Jacksons? Welcome along. Welcome aboard. I've been sitting here gooning. Nice haircut. Yeah, it's still a little slicked back from the motherfucking from showering, so it's not quite in its full state yet, but we shall see. I think it's fine, honestly. I didn't get very much taken off. I just kind of cleaned it up a little bit. Just a little bit of cleanup. Ooh, what I'm gonna do here is going to be crazy. Is this? Yes. 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 Is they in here? No. No, they is not. How you doing, Jackson? Jacksons, 1,000 Jacksons. Today we are, I think I'm going till about 11, so I think that's what, 2 a.m. for you? I think that'd be a good little stream. Nah, no worries. Uh-oh, I fucking knew it. I fucking knew. Whoa. Whoa, actually, low-key. Chill, bruh. Damn. Scaling boner. Here to kill me. Yeah, I knew I was making a little mob farm in here. I knew it. Alright, we're just gonna throw those in there and set it and forget it. Oh. What's the haps? What's the hip haps? What you up to? So, oh, I wish I need beeswax. I think I have some beeswax back at old base, but I gotta hurry. Actually, no, I can just unoxidize them, huh? I can just strip them. Okay, let me go. I gotta get some beeswax because those is gonna oxidate real quick. And then I'll really be a fat fucking chud. Then I'll really be a big fat stick-it chud. AI music now. My boy's gone beyond plus ultra. I don't think I have beeswax here. Awkward. I need a bee farm. Some light. Ooh, I don't have quartz to make observers to make an automatic one. So I think it might need to be a manual. Maybe that'll be a nice little project to do for a little bit. Make up a nice little bee farm. I think I'd probably just make it out here. I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, there's like a good handful of bee nests out here already. And then, you know, it scares you. AI music? Dude, AI music, I've heard, I mean, this is like very anecdotal evidence, but the little bit of AI music I have heard was pretty fucking legit, man. I ain't gonna lie. I'm pretty sure it makes some like high mid, you know? Or I know one it's like the BWC song, the Big White Cock song. I'm pretty sure that one's AI, and then there's something else. People have been making like parodies. It's really good at parody songs. That's for sure. Honest, one of these times, should I try to redo the Undertale game, but with AI everything, instead of me having to manually import stuff? AI creates all the assets when it gets better anyways. Definitely, I mean, letting it, the more freedom you give it, honestly, the more you're going to see its true capabilities shine through. So I definitely agree that letting it spread its wings a little bit will probably end up being the move, right? I mean, it'll be a little scary, but I think it's definitely something that is not only worth exploring, but I think should be explored. Although, I think from a meme standpoint, AI might be at its pinnacle. We might be at the and this will probably age poorly, honestly. This might be a boomer take, but we might be at the pinnacle of AI memes. I like what I see. I see what I like. I usually am laughing when I see an AI meme because they make like a dumb baby do funny dances or something. And that's pretty much all I need, really. I need something slightly surrealist, but also very ridiculous. And that tickles my fancy good and plenty. I know the boomers have been mighty satisfied. We could have been using AI to create minion quotes all fucking the last 10 years. The fact I did all of that Undertale game using free AI also, that's true. The fact that you didn't even use like the most powerful version. I mean, to an extent, honestly, they're low-key scamming with like paywalling some of the AI. Like, I understand that you're getting the cutting edge, but when the needle is moving so quickly in AI, when you're seeing like leaps and bounds of improvement, you're 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 getting the next iteration so fast. If you're not like, if you're using free versus paid, you're only like they're like a couple months behind, and that doesn't, I don't think, add up and really become like a sticking point for a little bit longer at least. I mean, there is going to be a point where AI does like stops developing to an extent, but I think power-wise, you are still getting very comparable to the paid version. Okay, that's true. I mean, I think it's very likely that companies would hold back on their best just for the sheer fact of competition. Because if you're always playing your strongest hand, you're always giving your opponents the resources necessary to beat you. So if you're withholding something at all times, it's sort of like a nuclear arms race almost. You don't want to show your full hand. And at least from a business standpoint, that makes total sense. That they're like taking their time and hiding like what they truly have built up at this point. And at the end of the day, they want to make a gazillion dollars off of AI. And by the sheer fact that they want to, means that they will make a gazillion dollars off of AI. I think it's an unavoidable fact that they will make as much money as humanly possible, without fail. Like I think that's just a fact of life. Where there is a possibility of money, people will do everything they can to secure as much of it as possible. I mean, but that's just like in the most cynical form, or like cynical like way to say it. That's just human nature, man. Fuck. Yeah, honestly, so, okay, that's a very interesting point that you raised. A new job that's going to be, like, very mainstream is going to be AI prompting, and it already is. That's the thing. AI prompting is already becoming a high-paid, position. Knowing how to utilize AI has already, because, okay, I work at an organization that innovates, that is working on innovations, and they have an entire branch now dedicated to innovating and prompting with AI. Honestly, that you have a very high chance of being an AI analyst. With the experience you've put in and time you've put into prompting it and having it build things and learning how it where its capabilities lie, where its weaknesses, where its strengths are, you are putting yourself in very, very high position of power when it comes to that job. That very real future job. I don't know how future proof that job is, but as basically a hobby turned into a job, that's as good as it fucking gets, man. That is rocking in the free world. Asking for things to be modular makes it perform better. So you're saying that it works. Well, actually, it is. That makes total sense because it's a computer. It wants to work in binary, truly. Like it's even though it's using a language model, it still does want to form its thoughts in a very binary, very structured format. So modulating everything is a huge benefit for innovating it and being able to use it to its fullest capacity. That makes total sense. Nice couple of silos built in here. And I think I just throw on like that's how I make entire games using AI, at least the ones I show you. Yeah, that's I mean, that's awesome. This looks gay. What's that? Alex Emerald 3241. I'm gonna blow your head smooth off. I'm gonna blow your head off and then mine. We're both dying tonight because you said those mean things to me. Now we both gotta die. How do you feel now, having said those mean things to me? Fricking hell. Again, I'm not pro AI. Yeah. Alas, I've just accepted at this point. Yeah. I mean, I don't even know if, like, pro versus anti-AI, I don't even think is going to be a viable debate if in the next, like, 10 years. I don't see any way around the fact that it is going to be a very highly implemented part of human society from now on. It's very archaic to think in a way that it's like a temporary thing. It's a very boomer take, which is how some people will fall behind. You should utilize the new tool. Yeah, of course. It's like dude, do you know how many thousands of jobs had people going, "Oh, that doesn't matter. I'm still gonna have my job," and then a computer does that job tenfold now. Like, people are idiots if they think they are immune to innovations and just technological booms in general. It's gonna happen. So you can either be with the times or you can fall behind. And I think it's just inevitable. I'm kind of like your AI updater, I guess. AI reporter. Yeah, true. You give me the latest hottest on AI. Truly. Oh, fuck. It's pretty cool. Definitely. I have my other roommate, not the one that you've heard in Discord saying fart and shit and poop. My other roommate is also my coworker, and I've learned some cool things about AI from him too. You guys have both definitely utilized it to its fullest extent for the different purposes you need it for. I think coding is like a dead job, basically. Which is pretty funny because that's what people were hailing for so long. They're like, "Oh, you don't want to lose your manual labor job. You don't want to lose your fucking your desk job. Just learn how to code, bro." And then that's like the one thing that it's so goddamn good at. AI is like so goddamn good at coding because it's just logic. It's just logic formulas. So once it's in the next like couple of years, once it has its logic formulas mastered, it's just gonna be GG for everyone. That's not even like a bad thing, honestly. That's just a fact of how technology and life moves. I don't think you can really fight it. You can just learn how to go with the flow. I might have AIDS, dude. I might be the biggest, gayest AIDS guy. Damn, hold on one second. I'll look something up. Hmm. Okay. Cool. Just had to look up if I'm retarded or not, which is epic. Hmm. Built these. I built these blast furnaces and stuff. I want to use them for something. I'm just a little bit too stupid to figure out what. I'm free! Anyways. Okay. Swagalicious. I need to figure out another sort of ancillary building to add to this sort of farm setup I got going on. I like, oh, these silos actually turned out fucking sick nasty. Actually, wow. Wow, wow, wow. I almost forgot like a huge part that I was excited for. Sorry. By the way, Gemini 3 Pro is so good it made the Galactica roguelike game in one prompt. Holy fuck! That's nuts. That's terrifying. You scare me so often. It's so spooky. The things you tell me. They scare me and give me heebie-jeebies, but they're also so fucking cool that I'm conflicted and don't know what to do. I go, ooh, that's sick. And then I go, oh, wait, the implications of that are scary. And then I go, well, oh well. Recreate Minecraft for fun. They were doing AI, they were doing visual generation Minecraft, but not actual, like, code generation Minecraft for a little bit there, right? I don't know if you saw any of that. Yeah. AI has created Minecraft, except it doesn't remember any of its positioning or game rules or anything that would make it a legitimately playable video game. And it hallucinates the entire time. Oops. Yeah, the hallucinations on those ones were like not even made it like a joke basically to even call that Minecraft. But it was a cool visual demo. It was a cool visual demo for AI. More of a visual demo than an actual like, oh fuck, this makes the roof look like shit ass. Damn it. But it makes the structure look so much better. Ah, I guess I could just redo the roof. I like it. Obviously, yeah, that was insane. Like, yeah. Oh, sorry, I was scratching my testicles. I apologize. I don't know why my roommate calls me gross all the time. I think he's just a hater. As I scratch my balls live in front of one person. Someone who understands color variety, even a small amounts of difference. Yeah, yeah. I think, yeah, the color variety, especially right here, this is, I think you missed this part. I was kind of just rambling into the void for more practice reasons, but, working this gradient out was kind of fun, and rewarding because I think it looks quite nice. Yeah, oh yeah, these corners are, like, leagues better. Let's go. We love to see it. We love to see a beautiful build start coming together. Oh shit. Although I don't think I would consider myself artful in any form of the word. Ooh, okay. I'm down. Let me finish up these corners, and then before I work on the roof, yeah, I'd love to check out the next iteration. More andesite walls as well. Oh yeah, I think I have my my expectations appropriately tempered for how a single prompt AI video game will legitimately turn out. But I also have been surprised like 1,000 times by you, so I actually don't know what to think. I'm not sure what to think at all anymore. I think I might just be an idiot. I think I might be a real dunderhead. Or a bonehead. I might be a boneheaded fool. As I look, I brought that up a little bit more. Actually, yeah, I like it as a little peak in the middle of that valley. That's nice. Ooh, wow, these are nice. Yeah, now those roofs look ridiculous, though. Also, is on a regular Gemini website again. Nice. Because his file size is probably considerably smaller. Really, all that's required for this expansion is to bring out these corners a little bit. And honestly, that might fix the main problem I had with this roof when I built it too, which, if that's the case, I'm fucking more than happy to redo it like this. Alright, let's see. Oh, okay. Huh. I like it more, but also I want more pitch now. I was gonna do it the classic way of just posting on my YouTube, but realized I can just DM you. Yeah, of course. You've leveled up to DM me the AI. Very sick. Very cool. It's a lot easier than going over to the channel and everything too. So I think that's a win-win no matter how you look at it, no matter how you cut that pie. Nice. Okay, that looks nicer. Let's look at from up high. Let's look at it from on high. I got so many of these fucking vines here because I was an idiot and forgot you can craft mossy cobblestone with moss instead of vines nowadays. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I might need to go shit. Ooh, okay. Actually, that's nice. I think the low-key roof is actually a lot nicer because a silo doesn't necessarily tend to have a very big roof. Mostly it's just a cap on top to keep rain from getting in. Very nice. Okay. I did, however, just dookie in my pants just ever so slightly. So, I do believe I may just real quick go test out a quick Hershey squirtin'. By the way, I want you to judge mainly on the one prompt part. Well, that's not good. Yeah, yeah. I'll be quick. I think it's gonna be a fast one. Not too scared. Not too scared. Quick poop. Successful. Successful shit. Get pooped. Oh no! Oh, the timing. Well, the timing. Timing on that one, holy moly. Generational. Generational timing on that one. I can't believe I didn't pause. Woo! Woo! Hey! Hey! We made it back. We clutched it up in the last minute. Alright. We run. Yeah, right, buddy. Yeah, right, buddy. GG. Get lit on fire. We absolutely juked him out. And now we're just gonna watch him burn. Let's put him down with the shovel. Ah. Rip. Rip Bozo. And to the bottom of the sea you go. GG, well played. Alright, now I gotta be on the prowl, because there's probably creepers and spiders and worms and shit running around now. Rat bastard. Alright, let's see. Okay. Let's pull up. Okay, I pull up. I hate when chat does this. Oh, chat went full goober mode. I see what you mean though from earlier. Okay. Let's see. Let's get this shit. Continue. Galactica Rogue. Holy shit, this is already way better? Oh. Okay. This is more of a Vampire Slayer, Vampire Survivors version. Oh god. This is... Dude, what the hell? Oh! Okay. This iteration is like... leagues better? This is crazy. Single prompt? Wait, this is crazy. There's different There's no way. There is absolutely no fucking way. This is insane. Are we for real right now? This is okay. There's no way. Like one iteration, dude, like 5 seconds of I don't even know. 5 seconds of adding onto this and it's like a fully like a game that I probably have seen on the App Store. Like I'm the boss right now. Oh, okay, the boss level's coming up. Warning, mothership detected. Okay, we got roguelike bullet hell. We got enter the gungeon, but on as a ship, and we just win. Like, okay, holy crap! And it has more levels. This is crazy. One prompt for this. This has created an entire actual fully playable long play game. And I'm OP now. Like it even has the power to like create a game that has the ability to become OP. Like that the previous game, okay, so the previous games, it would take many iterations to get to the point where A, there's a boss, B, there's a point, like you can level up and do all these things, and now in one prompt we've seen pretty much an entirely playable demo of a game come out on the first prompt. What? I wanna understand your prompt here. I would love to pick like what this prompt is, like what your process is for making this prompt, because this can't have been a make a game prompt, right? It's not make a roguelike Galactica ripoff. I can't imagine. I was kind of lazy for the prompt. Really? So you genuinely think like a almost simple prompt is, I mean, I guess if you're saying it, it's got to be true, but like I can't even imagine like how this game gets made without a serious development cycle. Like at least, I mean, obviously there's people who are going to have like higher abilities to code and make games, but like this seems like a game that an indie dev makes in like a week, and you essentially invented it in a minute. Make a roguelike Galactica very polished, levels, rounds, upgrades, new ship models, bosses, enemy progression, and more. Holy. Okay. Nah, okay. Whoa. Because that's it? That's all you have to tell the AI for it to create this? Do you have it creating in a certain like code, or is this just what it natively wants to code in? I guess if it's internal to Gemini, it's just using internal, but that just like that's insane to me. Dude, this is like with 10 prompts, 10 prompts of iteration, and this is a fully fledged playable game that you could throw ads on to and make money. Like, what the fuck? Are we serious right now? Are we so for real right now? Hive carrier. Oh, okay, I see. There's even, this is the third unique boss, too. Like, these bosses aren't repeating. I haven't had a repeat boss. There's at least 5 enemy types. If not, I think there's like 7 enemy types. The upgrades are limited. There's what, 5 upgrades: movement speed, attack speed, damage, and 2 different classes. Would you play this if it was a bit more balanced? Oh yeah, dude. A version of, for real, like a version of this is a perfectly completely acceptable like phone game to kill a couple hours. Or if I saw this game on Cool Math Games, I probably would have clicked on it as a kid. This is like a totally completely playable game for like just brain rotting, hanging out, doing whatever. Like it's a completely usable game. Like, okay, actually, I have gotten a bit overpowered now, but I think I could just sit here and do nothing. Oh wait, no, I would take damage from these blue things. Look, it even has like AFK prevention, even for when you're OP. Like it sincerely does not have very much holding it back. Yeah, unique enemy ideas. Like, oh, okay, here's the first repeated boss, but 3 bosses on the first iteration is crazy. Like, and this bullet hell is not an easy one. It's not giving me like a stupid easy thing to like dodge. That's a, I mean, I think that might not be as impressive as I'm making it out to be, but still, like, so it's got all these different, it's got a splitter enemy, it's got a normal enemy, it's got a moving enemy that goes backwards, it's got, I don't know what the purple thing does, it's got a bomb enemy, it's got the orange enemy that shoots bullets, it has the yellow bullets coming from off screen, or those are also enemies. Like, this is a video game. Like, I'm genuinely needing to be careful about these blue hopper enemies, because if I let them stack up underneath me, they don't exactly leave right away, and they end up stacking up and coming to bite me in the ass later. I don't even know if this needs like necessarily like a balance patch, if not just like a I don't know, a further progression. I don't know. Like, okay, let's say this was round 1. If there was a stage 2, and in between stages, I gained prestige points based on how many points I gained in this round. And then using those prestige points, I unlock like more upgrades I can get in game, or more other things. I don't know. Upgrade, like, external upgrades, progression upgrades is really all this thing would need to be, like, a game I have probably played. Just brain rotting sitting around. Look, I failed. Holy shit, man. That is an incredible leap. That is an insanely huge leap in advancement and, like, just general usability. I don't... That is leaps and bounds ahead of what it was just a couple months ago when you were showing me. That is incredible. Second prompt, I would start it off with a balancing of the power, as well as the rarities. Add new upgrades. I would just sort of have it iterate upon that and add more intricate details, or not even details, but intricate paths and more unique. I don't even know. It really isn't like missing anything. It's just like fleshing out more, basically. I don't know how you say that in fewer words, but that's truly all it needs. It's just fleshing out. Alright, let's see it. Alright, let's actually... Just told it to do whatever the hell it wants to improve the game. I mean, fair, honestly. That's a totally viable way to go about it. Very nice. Okay, I need to... So, what do I add here? Maybe I just start plotting out, like, farmland plots. Because I think I want, like, multiple rolling pastures of crops going, like, down a line throughout this whole area. Huh. Huh. Holy moly. Okay. What the hell am I even doing? What the hell, Liana? Maybe I just do a little bit of terraforming. Give a fella a break. How much more can I take? That's nice. That's nice. That was a good. Oh yeah, this is good. Let me go grab a couple stacks of dirt. And we're gonna get this all smoothed over. Okay, it actually did error. So this is 3 prompts now. Okay. Still like leagues ahead of where it was before. So I'm not gonna knock it. I ain't gonna knock it. Knocky knocker. Icky knockers. Okay. Okay. I think I carved this part out actually. Nice, nice. My brain is rotting out of my ears as we speak. But let's get this terraforming up. Speaking of, what do you think of the AI Undertale game, like, without you freaking out about it? Or, well, not freaking out. Yeah, without, like, kind of gushing over it. The Undertale game that you have been showing me, I think, I don't know. I wish I understood better what your prompting style was for that, because I do think that changes what, like, the impressiveness of it, because I know the assets are uploaded, which, while it doesn't necessarily directly take away from the impressive nature of it, because it still does create, like, basically an engine to run that on. I do think it is put into a better, like, more realistic perspective. I let it use freedom for dialogue and lots of attacks. Yeah, exactly. I think, like, the level of freedom that it does have does put into perspective the impressive nature of what it's creating there. And I do think, in general, it probably still is doing a lot of, like, data-wise, it's doing a lot of skimming to find those attack patterns and things like that, because they're simply too close to the real game. And that is, in one aspect, that's very cool, but in another aspect, that kind of limits the wide range and the power long term for AI in game development, which obviously I'm not complaining about. I think the further we can stay away from AI slop video games, that is probably going to be better. But it just, like, if we're looking at it as a purely, like, scientific experiment, its inability to, like, express true creativity, I might be stretching that right now. I might be reaching with that one. But just, like, that's the feel I get, that's the vibe I get, is that it does still lack like, ingenuity and authenticity. But I think those things probably will come with time. I can't imagine that's not something that's going to be worked on and iterated upon, whether that's with the help of inquisitive minds such as yourself, or just direct intervention from AI companies. I think either way, those hurdles are going to be overcome for sure. It's inevitable, basically. But that is where it stands right now from what you've shown me. All right, let's check this out. Oh god, let me turn that down. Okay. I do see where it's creating its own version of Sans. It's like a demented version of his face, a different costume, new music. But the source material that it's drawing from is still very, like, the DNA it's building off of is unmistakable. And until that is not the case, until, like, it can create its own DNA, basically, or I guess sequence its own DNA, it's definitely going to be held back. One day I'm going to make every sprite using AI and not tell you until you've already played it. I mean, once that happens, that's going to be... Then I'm, like, buying I'm buying a gun and like sitting in a bunker for the Terminator to show up at my doorstep. I like it. Once we get to the point where I'm fully tricked by AI, it is over. Which that is actually, I don't even know if that's something I can even say anymore, because that Galactica game that you made was so eerily close to something that I could genuinely believe is a like handcrafted indie game that you would see on the App Store for free and would have like a fuck ton of ads, that I actually don't know from there like what where the bar for like AI, the delineation of AI versus real like human thought lies anymore. I think that's definitely a question that is reinvented in my mind now, because it's much less obvious from my perspective now, given everything I've learned and seen. Done. You've got iteration 2, version 1.2. Bro is yapping. I am yapping hard as fuck right now. I'm certain if anyone were to pop in right now, they'd be very unamused, unentertained. It would be very unswag. But you know what? That's just how it's gonna be for a bit. That's just how it is. I gotta get my swag up before I get my wag up or something. I don't know. Okay. Let's see this thing. Iteration 2 of the AI Galactica Rogue. Commander, the fleet is ready. Okay, the movement is much smoother. The XP seems to be iterated upon. It has a much bigger... Oh. Okay. Got a legendary pull there. Okay. So far, so good. Okay. Yet again, I think the rarity, it's designating a rarity that I don't think it's really following through on. And I don't know if it understands that it's setting a rarity. But this is already like the physics are much more drastic. You're getting lean in the turn. You feel drag. You feel the weight behind your player character. And all in all, it does feel good. I think it still has this thing where I'm carrying over my upgrades from previous holes, even though I'm changing like into the different ship class, which I'm not sure whether that's intentional or not, but I am getting carryover of stats, which could be intentional. And haven't playtested hoping the AI cooked, honestly. Yeah, I mean, it seems to have cooked for the most part. It's an iteration. It's cleaner. This is definitely a cleaner build. Yeah. And just everything has just a little bit more polish, which I guess is almost exactly what you were asking it to do. So in that regard, it is like, it's been done perfectly. Like, you ask it, you say, hey, do this again, but like better. Do it again, but better. Rebuild it, or not even rebuild it. Take this, build upon it, make it better, make it nicer, keep things mostly the same, and it has done exactly that. Yeah. It's high. Yes. So the yellow That has changed. I don't know if that's supposed to be a replica of the light blue or not, but the yellow used to be the one that was more of like a bullet. It looks like the splitter is still the same to an extent. Yeah, the boss. So the boss, at least that boss I just fought, was actually a weaker version of that first one, but I think what it was going for was just a like cleaner version. So I don't know if it was able to keep up with what it was doing in the first iteration when it tried to improve upon it. Because it did make it cleaner, like the transition, the mapping, the feel was better. The difficulty was scaled down. I don't know if that's it trying to implement difficulty scaling, or if that's just kind of just a consequence of it iterating upon itself without very much clear instruction, which I think is a very I think that's he like has a lot to be said in this, that and like especially in the future of AI utilization for things like this, is if you're giving it implied direction, it's not going to uh get the inference. It's not going to be able to read like an implication of, okay, if you directly say do that again, it's going to do it again and slightly better, but it's not going to build upon it. It mostly is just going to polish it, which I think is a oh fucking Christ. I think it's huge. That's a pretty major like sticking point. I don't even know how to identify that. Like it's something of note. Telling it to balance. Okay. I don't yet again I don't think the balance is really off. I think oh, okay. So this boss is harder now. It's got a more rapid fire, it shoots the laser a little bit more and things like that. Hmm. Okay. I'm gonna stop here just because it's a lot of the same, but that is definitely an interesting improvement. It's a very obvious and growing improvement. Do I add something here? I put like nah. Keep it simple, stupid. That is indeed true. What a time to be alive indeed. Oh man. I am starting to get pretty gosh darn tired, and I'm sure you are too, it being almost 2 a.m. for you. So I think I'm gonna cut this at 11 o'clock, 2 a.m. for you Jacksons. Uh, but very interested to see what iteration you're cooking up right now. So I'll stick around, check it out. I'm fueled by Diet Mountain Dew. So real. That is real as fuck, my friend. I am not being fueled by this rather ghastly energy drink I've been drinking, and my dinner has also seemingly betrayed me. Ay ay ay. Might try going away from web browser games toward other places, honestly, just to see how it does. So yeah, that's interesting. Are you would it how would that work, like from the AI like integration? Would you have it just spit out code and then you would copy that code into your engine of choice? Or like what's that next level look like? What doth thou want? Oh, I want to get AI to make its own program where it itself can modify my game in the game engine. So you want AI to basically rip itself from its confines and come with you to a self-contained application. So, well, that's its own. Okay, so what you're describing is the AI version of RPG Maker, right? Which in and of itself is probably the direction games like RPG Maker are going to go in. Because the whole concept of, and I don't know why I keep saying this, but the whole concept of RPG Maker is you are given the tools and the template, or not even the template, but you are given the ability to create your entire world, your game, from generic scratch. But now, instead of having the building blocks, you'll get to craft the building blocks. So you're getting a much more, even more intimate, like, ground floor level approach into the game development process without necessarily having to be writing hundreds of lines of code. It's like a cheat code. What AI companies want, make me an Undertale fan game where Papyrus kills everyone, blah blah blah, and it spits out a masterpiece for money. Yes. Indeed. They want to monetize. Well, so here's the problem that they're going to run into. Yeah, they will overcharge for game creation. The problem they're going to run into is the same problem that they're running into right now with a lot of software, or a lot of models that can't use, like if you say Papyrus and you say Undertale, it's going to go, I can't use that. Like, it's going to tell you, hey, I can't actually, like, just go in and straight rip this shit, man. I can create a new character. So you are still going to need to do a good amount of, like, deeper thinking into what you want to make. And honestly, it's not going to be that much because you're going to have, like, the archetypes you want to copy. But that extra barrier of separation in the thought process is probably going to be a sticking point that makes it hurt the profits for these AI companies. Hopefully, I would love for these AI. I would love for all these companies that are probably going to be as big as, like, Facebook in the next couple of years. I'd love for them all to already have sort of a cripple. Depends on what kind of game creation it is, I guess. That's true. Whether it's a fan game creation or original game creation, I think original games are going to require a lot more processing, and they're probably going to shift from like charging you per request, and they're going to move towards charging you per, like, complication. They're going to have like tiers of processing power that are required for this creation, and they're going to spell it out in a way of basically you're paying for data and bandwidth in the language model's servers. And that, I mean, obviously, there's probably going to be ways to get around that. Mayhaps fan games can't be monetized if they're detected or something. That's true. Maybe it's like a YouTube thing where instead of it really being like a... Oh... But then there may be a profit-sharing area for people who are prompting the AI games, then. And then really what you're going to have is a barrier to entry to creating games where a select few people are better at prompting and have access to the language model and are, or can't be published. Yeah. Well, if I'm thinking of it as, like, not being able to monetize, or, like, as monetizing the projects that you create, that is interesting. I mean, if they can't directly monetize it, they most likely won't allow it because, I mean, people will already be more inclined to play fan games of games that they already know and love. Like, people are way more likely to play a Pokemon ripoff than a Digimon ripoff or like a brand new monster battler. So I think that would cause them to want to almost outright deny that as a possibility. Just thinking of, like, to put it in like business, money, uh thought loop, sort of, how do I profit off of this mind? Which websim sucks? Overrated piece of AI garbage. I actually don't know what websim is. I've not heard of that one yet. That's crazy. But yeah, a lot of like I guess lower key AI are going to be like super bloated, overprocessed, overcooked pieces of garbage. That's for damn sure. It blew up. AI website site slash game creator. Huh. Well, I'm gonna trust your word and believe that it is garbage. That's for sure. Because I think you've probably made complex enough games using AI to understand where its complications are and what it can do. Scared to think I might be making some of the best AI games in the world accidentally. Honest to God, like, I think there's a lot of experimentation going into it that a lot of people are looking into, but every advancement is going to be a leap and bound. The advent of AI is a Wild West. It is the new internet. It is a reinvention of what the internet has become, and it's definitely going to be a big change in the coming years. That a lot of people and a lot of companies and a lot of ideas are going to get shaken up. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, baby. Ooh, you know what? You know what we do right now? We start on a little bit of a bee farm, I think. Just right now before I start getting headed to the land of enchantment, aka bedtime. Since everybody I've seen just can't replicate it for some reason. I honestly, your practice in prompting is definitely putting you at a steep advantage, at least in that part of the process. I think it cannot be understated how much it's helping just to have practice in prompting AI. You know what? Let's just take 2 of those and some of this. Oh. Yeah. Alright, let's do that over there, actually. All AI music is going to get real good since you know what music theory is? A formula. AI loves formulas. This is very true. I mean, music theory, color theory. I mean, that's why AI art was so instantly like improved upon and grew so fast, is because if you can theorize upon it and make a formula out of it, then it's gonna be super easy to turn into a binary system. And binary systems are AI's bread and fucking butter. It don't get much better than this. They love it. And I would too, honestly. I mean, fuck. my brain was ones and zeros, I'd be gooning to this shit. Ooh, I got a beehive right here. I think we just... I sadly bopped my head to one of those AI songs once, but like, come on, it's getting too good. Oh yeah, like, especially songs that have like an extent of human interfacing in the creation process. It's getting ridiculously good. Like, it's completely undeniable that AI everything art wise is getting downright spooky good. I hear a bee in there. I need you to come out here. Oh, you sent the bounces? Sweet. That'll probably be where I end the stream today after I check that out. I just want this bee to pop out real quick so I can read them. I ain't even holding anything for you. I don't have any carrots on me, man. What is you doing? I think this bee over here killed itself after I... Oh, wait, no. I harvested from the hive and it got mad. I forgore. I forgore that I did that. That wasn't very good or nice. Uh-oh, I might need to have you wait for a little bit. Little bee buddy. While I go find you a bee girlfriend. Yeah. It stung itself. True. Actually, you know, okay, I'll just worry about this later. Ooh. I definitely meant to do this probably weeks ago at this point. And I probably won't even finish it today. So, yippee. But eventually, somebody will live there. Okay. Let's go ahead and check out this last iteration for the night. And then I think that's where we're going to call it. It's like I want to hate on AI, but I can't lie to myself. Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's disingenuous to... Or disingenuine? I don't know. Whatever the word is. To, like, feign that it's not an impressive piece of technology. I think there's... Oh, nano repair, afterburner, Gauss cannon. Okay. Ooh, does it keep going while I'm in level up mode? That's a little bit of a strange thing. But yeah, it's... Ooh, okay. I like that. That is a good improvement. Okay. Instead of having to, like, depend upon a legendary pull for getting, like, extra bullets, making that its own upgrade is awesome. Let's get some more speed on here. No, yeah, to deny the impressive nature of the technology of AI is just lying to yourself. But that does not mean that it is wrong to still acknowledge and delve into the ethical implications as well as the sort of the deeper implications, whether ethical or like future or ramifications. It's still completely reasonable to have reasonable doubts and concerns about the technology. Oh shit. Okay, they getting stronger. Oh, we get another projectile. And for the first time playing this game, I don't one-shot. It is much more balanced. I'm not even one-shotting now that I'm on wave 3. I'm having to dodge, I'm having to dance around. I haven't gotten any OP, like, severely OP upgrades yet. Yes. It's much more balanced. Like, I should probably target this guy because he shoots homing shots. Like, all the different enemy types are very identifiable. I can tell which one's which and what it's gonna do because I've played. And it stayed consistent, which is cool as hell. Very nice. Let's get to a boss level already. Am I right? Much more balanced. I'm genuinely wanting to like get my XP now instead of feeling like it's just thoughts on new enemy AI. It changes those. It changed those. I don't notice too much difference in enemy AI if I'm being honest. The yellow one has changed significantly, that's for sure. But I think I noted that in the last iteration too. So I can't tell too much difference in those. Do you mean like the spawn locations and stuff like that? Like I feel like there's a bit of a difference in like it's coming at me in different at different angles and stuff, that's for sure. I guess yeah, the reds are bobbing and weaving now. Wow, I didn't even look at that. Yeah, the reds are bobbing and weaving. That's a big difference. The ones that shoot at you, they do a little bit of like bouncing around. They kind of stick to the back and want you to come chase them. Wowza. And I haven't gotten a legendary upgrade yet. Ooh, blue, that was scary. That was a little bit different. It sits there for a second and then shoots at you, which is interesting. That's different from what the smaller blue in the earlier iterations was doing. I like the grid pattern to sort of, I don't know what it does, but it does like feel different, gives a different vibe to the space aesthetic. It's almost like a calling back to the retro style of the original game that this is a mock-up of. I feel like I've clicked on fire rate the last 2 times I got upgrade, and I still received more bullets. I think there may be a little bit of a glitch in the upgrades, or my pea brain, my little goldfish brain, is just not working right now. Okay, let's get to the next boss, and then that's where I'm gonna call it. Yes, definitely more difficult. I think a lot of that is just the more balanced upgrades. I haven't got because those upgrades that were changing like my class, they not only did they come frequently, they improved like multiple stats at once and they stacked on each other. So if I took one, I didn't like lose the stats of the other one. I gained them on top of each other. So it was like, oh yeah, this is much more bullet hell. I'm like spending more time dodging and not able to just greedily grab all my XP. I gotta target this guy because he's shooting at me. I gotta target the attacking ones. The yellow ones are getting harder to dodge. Red is more of an inconvenience now. Blue hangs out in the top. Definitely noticeable. The green ones are still hanging off to the edge. I'm not sure what they do. They seem to be like more of a filler enemy type, if anything. I think the explosion, because they had an area of effect in the first one, so I'm not sure what they're doing right now. But, you know, it's another enemy type. Laser Guardian. So it's the same bosses every time. There's not much variation there. And I think they've maintained a very consistent attack pattern, at least. Oops. Stupid. I wish this big laser aimed. I think that would be huge. Oh, also did more damage. I feel like you should be punished way more than 1 health for, I feel like at least, like, I think your player character has like 20 health to start, and I haven't taken any health ups. So I think like doing 5 damage would honestly be a very viable punishment for getting hit by the laser. But this is cool. Like, this boss has taken significantly longer than it did before. Nice. That is cool. Alright, let's see the game over. Let's see game over. The iframes last a while, actually. Okay. Yeah, critical failure. Legendaries are still possible to get also. Nice. Hell yeah. That is cool, dude. And you haven't touched like the concept of that game since the last time we talked about it. So that is a raw expression of what current AI is able to do compared to what it developed last time we talked about that. And that is like leaps and bounds higher quality than it was before. Oh, pig, get out of there. Oh, you're out. Think? Okay. Well, I think that's gonna do it for today. It's been a chill little couple hours. It's Friday night, and I, unfortunately, am pretty goddamn sleepy. So I think I'm just gonna get my full 8 hours this evening. This fine evening. Because I don't have work tomorrow. But, as always, I greatly appreciate you hanging out with me here tonight, Jackson. And I do believe the current plan is that I will be back on Sunday. I might be on earlier on Sunday. If all goes well, I might even do like a daytime stream on Sunday. But that's obviously up to, you know, that's very variable, as most things in life can be. But yeah, until then, we will catch you next time. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you for hanging out, and hopefully we'll have some friends to chat with. We'll get you someone to not be so lonely around next time. But thanks for hanging out. I'll catch you next time.